Hello everyone and welcome to another F125 update video. Today we have an update for F125. This is update V1.11. It's a small update, but it does include the Monaco fixes that were released in 1.0 on 11. So we'll talk about those and then we'll get into the other fixes and changes included in this update. First up we have the following. Fixed an issue at Monaco which was preventing the two pit stop rule from being enforced correctly. So they've fixed that issue, and the two pit stop rule should now work properly in all sessions in race weekends. The next fix is for time trial. The track limit rules have been tightened to reduce the instances of minor infractions going unpunished. So they've tightened up the time trial track limits just slightly to make sure that if you do go over the curbs or off the track, you will get a time penalty or you won't get a time at all. We also have a new scenario event for Season 2 content. It's called Sprint Race Revisited 2, Miami 2025. This is available from August 20th to September 17th. Then we have some fixes for the vehicles. So they've fixed an issue where the brake and wet weather lights were not visible when path tracing was turned on. This is a PC-only fix. And they've also added the DRS indicator light to the steering wheel of the APX GP cars. They have also fixed an issue where a fully damaged Red Bull front wing would not visually appear fully damaged. So if you did damage the front wing on a Red Bull car, it would not look like it was fully damaged. That has now been fixed. Then we have some fixes for multiplayer. So if you're playing multiplayer and the host switches the car category, then the Select Livery tab may not appear for others in the lobby. That has now been fixed. We also have some peripheral fixes, specifically for the Turtle Beach racing wheels. They've added support for the Turtle Beach Velocity 1, TM, Race KD3 racing wheel and pedals, the Turtle Beach Velocity 1, TM, FRX Formula wheel, and the Turtle Beach Racer wireless racing wheel. So if you own one of those wheels, then you can use it with F125. Then we have a fix for the audio. So the engineer could tell you the wrong name for another driver entering the pits. That has now been fixed. Then we have some miscellaneous fixes. So they've moved the time remaining below the best, previous, and delta UI elements during qualifying sessions. These elements can also now be moved in the OSD customization menu. They've also updated the tire compounds for Montreal, Silverstone, and Spa to match their real-life counterparts. So the tire compounds should now be the same as they are in real life for those circuits. They've also fixed a number of minor issues with the placement and appearance of numbers and sponsors in the decal editor and various other UI improvements. Then there's also some general stability improvements. Now I know a lot of you are probably wondering about the AI. Is there going to be an update for the AI? Unfortunately, there's nothing mentioned about the AI in this update. But what I can tell you is that according to the developers, an enhancement to the AI is scheduled for release alongside Season 3 in mid-September. So we're still waiting for an update for the AI, but hopefully the update in September will improve things. So that is it for today's update. If you'd like to see more updates for F125, stay tuned for more updates.